her talk to you like that?
Yeah, because I'm her.
They say I'm next up, my time now. Ain't no more wait, cause I'm on now. You can say I'm next up, my time now. Ain't no more waiting, cause I'm on now. You think I'm playing games? Yeah.
Good morning, Austin. Listen, I'm surprised we even awake this early, but I did promise Geechee that I will pull up at the GeecheeBee, so I'm about to throw on my Shika fit and get into some ninja shit. You feel what I'm saying? It is. I didn't want to ruin the, of course. I didn't want to ruin, that's what I'm waiting. Y'all made it home safely?
Watch Grand Theft Auto, how I drive the Maserati on the block.
And stuff. How was that walk back from the...
We found one of them people with the bicycle with the little buggy on the back. That's what we did.
Okay.
It was, my feet still like...
What time y'all get here today?
We just got here like 15 minutes ago.
Okay.
We were trying to get here earlier. It was just not working out. But we got lost on the way to the room. Because we ended up on the other side of the building.
Are you drinking?
Today?
Like,
at the beach?
Yeah.
No, they wouldn't let us bring alcohol in here.
Wait, so what punishments, y'all?
Hey, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, it's crazy. Industry secrets and stuff.
Velcro is my enemy today.
Honestly, I'm really excited about this GeecheeBee. I'm actually a reigning champion myself, you feel what I'm saying? But we gonna let them have their moment at the very first live GeecheeBee. Let's get it.
Shoot what I want, take it up with the sheriff. The locals they watching, they saying a word. Mario Kart, keep that bitch on the swerve.
Nah. Yo, explain that to me. Yo, she's speaking that Talix, bro. I don't know what she's talking about.
Mary Poppins, we never seen Mary Poppins.
She's speaking the hieroglyphs. I don't know what she's talking about.
I believe my bald-headed queen. Hey. Hey. Hey.
Okay. Keep going.
Hey.
Yeah.
Come on.
Z. Hey. I got a snap after this. R.
Okay.
Haphazard.
Correct. Alright, you got to bring me back the item for them in 30 seconds. If you don't get the item, all of y'all doing penalties together.
That's what.
No. You want to get mine.
Ice cream so good. Gang. Oh my God. Thank you so much for the balloons. Oh yes, got me feeling like a cowgirl. I love you too. Ooh yes, they got me so good. Thank you for the hot dog. Ice cream so good. All right.
I'll be China dough. Yes, I'll be China dough. Yes, I'll be.
I am going to be hosting the Mortal Kombat and Smash tournament that's happening today, and also I will be running into Cleo Thomas, so that should be fun. Hopefully we get to have a conversation.
China dough.
China dough. China dough.
When this is done, the Mortal Kombat starts.
Wait, so you said you want to hold it just so you can hold it? Now that's about 10 grand in your hand right there. Hold it. Huh? Yeah. No, hold it. That's what I'm saying. Record. Wow. Put it to work. Look at it.
He said, okay, shit.
Everything manual focus. So as per usual, I gotta sit down and talk to Preem. You know what I'm saying? Her schedule goes like this, and if you're not locked in, you're gonna miss some things. So I just wanna make sure she's good and also that my schedule is good, you know what I'm saying? So I'm where I need to be. But no, so what adjustments are we doing for today? Like, so what's changing?
I don't fucking know. Okay, two things.
Okay.
First, before this industry thing, it was, I might have to abandon y'all altogether tonight, maybe like late, right? Because Waleed, A&P basically.
I know.
So I was like, okay, fuck.
Wait.
But I'm trying to see if I can get them to come to the house. That's what I was like.
Yeah, but I thought they were for tomorrow though.
Huh?
I thought they were for tomorrow though.
Who?
A&P.
They are.
Okay.
But he asked me what I was doing tonight, and I was like, oh, you know, we supposed to be going to the after party here. He was like, because they didn't like the one yesterday here. So I was like, okay, well.
They went though? Oh, they must have went early before.
Maybe, I don't know. Sorry. But he was like, well, we trying to figure out something to do. He was like, what you trying to pull up? I was like, just let me know. I told him, I'm hosting a content house. So I got like 6, 7, 8, you know, people. He was like, and I was like, yeah. And I was like, that's it. I mean.
Because they're not trying to do something big, like they want to like low key or something?
Yeah, or like it might be harder for me to try to get that many people in, like, you know. It's like having a chain of like 10 people on me trying to pull them in for free or like trying to get them in somewhere. It's like, okay, 2 maybe might suffice, but so then that happened. Then as I'm walking to tacos, it says, thank you for your interest in
from
the
a
industry.
different entity. So now you gotta choose between A&P.
No, but this is 8 to 11. So like it'll be this, and then I would go there, or wherever we end up, whatever the after.
So the real question is, who's the 2 people you're picking to?
Oh, I don't know if it's 2. I'm just.
If you have to pick 2. I'm trying to get the content. Come on, it'll be beneficial. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean.
Now she having a hard time picking on who's gonna go with her to the private events. I mean, I'm over here just trying to get content. You feel what I'm saying? But it's cool though. I got some things that I need to take care of as well. And so at least I know where I stand, so I know what things to do for the rest of the day. Because I do have some errands I need to run before I do an interview with King Vader. Vader was good. Yeah. Yes, sir. So, how long did it take, as well as what was the process with coming up with the Blade voice?
Yeah. Okay, the Blade voice.
Yeah, I know you had fun with that one.
So, it took some time. It was actually the last thing I did because on set I had a voice set, and I guess how I kind of got there was the first time I ever tried the voice besides Pennywise in like Don't Disrespect Halloween was Cowboy Bebop, and you know when I played Spike, because you know this is like on the 3rd one is like the longest I'm playing Spike, so I'm like, oh, I'm like talking, so like I need to find out how to make my voice like raspy, so you know I started to study you know how the GOAT was doing it. So then with Blade, it was the last thing we recorded, and a line that I used to say to like get me into it is he says, believe whatever you want to believe, vampires exist. So I would say that every single time until I found my voice like really like super deep, and then that's where I just locked it in. So I feel like, you know, just maybe a week of just watching, you know, the GOAT Wesley just doing his thing. I'm like, I gotta find a way to try to get near it. But yeah, so it took some time, but it was the last thing we recorded. So yeah.
Oh, like ADR? Like
yeah. Because like certain scenes wasn't ADR because the whole film I had to do without it, so I had to have my bass voice. In certain scenes we don't do ADR. It's just like, okay, the scene is good enough. But other scenes it's like there's too much going on. You got traffic in the back, wind, and we're like, this is like too good of a scene for the audience not to hear it. So then you gotta go back and ADR and all that. So yeah.
We getting efficient. We getting efficient.
Yes, sir. He said we getting efficient.
Yes, sir. With all the different content that you've, kind of already made, you already seen and done a lot of things. And in the preview of Blade, there was like a reminder of like some past projects, and it was kind of like, if you, I don't want to say grew up because it's like, you're not like that old or anything, but like it feels like we grew up watching your content from, a long time.
Oh, yeah.
And you forget how much you've done already, right?
Yeah.
When you get to a level when you have that much body of work, how do you measure the success of a piece? Because like, a new content creator could drop a video and see 2 views and be like, look, mama, I made it. So now what is it that you use to be like, oh man, I gotta do better, this didn't hit, versus, yo, y'all see this?
Yeah.
It's it.
So for me, personally, I like to kind of set my own bar constantly. I like to reset it. So I kind of like to. I spend a lot of time watching certain content, recent content that I've made, because the goal every time I post or create is like, how can I outdo this? How can I go more in this direction? How can I go harder here? How can I step up in storytelling? How can I step up in acting? How can I step up in VFX and the fight choreo, So I feel like it's by constantly trying to make the next video the best video, where I can kind of set that bar of like, okay, well, this is the standard now. This is the new standard, So I feel like by holding myself to that standard, that's kind of like how I'm measuring that. And like whenever I have doubt, or I'm like, oh, I don't know, man, what I can do for the proof that, progress has been made is just go look back at the old videos. You know what I'm saying? Like, we went from 6 seconds to making a 50-minute film to an hour, 30-minute film. So it's like progress has been made. So.
All right, you spoke of a team earlier, and but I've, we personally have hung out before, and I see you like very welcoming of new people into like circles. For people that are outside of your circle, how do they go about being part of the process? When do I need to fly to LA and help film?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So for me, it's just about showing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, like any, like a job interview or anything, it's just about showing people that you really are about it. Like you really want to do this. For me, the more you show up, the more you show off like who you are, and like, this is what I do, and this is like what I feel I can provide, and like you keep pulling up. Eventually, next thing you know, we out here doing things together like all the time, and that's just how it is with me, because that's how I feel like it would be in the reverse. Like, if I really wanted to do something, I have to put my foot down, I have to show up, I have to provide, this is who I am, these are my talents, these are my skills. So I feel like it's just about pulling up and showing up. You know what I'm saying? Being reliable, things of that nature.
All of my niggas that be up on Twitter be saying that I need to drop this shit. Brand new grill, I need rose gold, I'm finna cop that shit. He want beef, he finna drop his album, he finna flop that shit. Mostly king, I need some top right quick, I'm finna talk my shit. Flex all day, big bands all in your face, I got the code to the safe. Fuck that bitch, I ain't got nothing to say.
Alright, so tonight I was supposed to be going somewhere special with a special group, but instead of having the team wait, we just decided to go to 6th Street, so if we out there, we out there.
They might be going to 6th, but I have no clue what's going on for real. I took a little nap. Jetpack Jeff woke me up and was like, yo, they about to go party at 6th, but first I gotta go stop and get some content at the after party. And I'm here for the content, baby. So you know where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Jeff, get some content, and then I'll link up with them on the 6th. But until then, enjoy this.
Most 93 lit, that's a fact. Young niggas sipping on act. I am not Samuel Jackson. I do not know how to act. I got your bitch in the back. She drinking Hennessy Black. Most of these niggas is whack. Margiela's all on my feet. We don't go to church, but somehow she always stuck on her knees. Bitch, I be flipping that work. I be flipping them Berkeys. I got what you need. DC shit all day. You know I need mumbo sauce all on my way. That bitch said I'm
So we's tired after that. 6th Street is not looking so good as an option. Plus, on top of that, Jeff lost the car and we got to run around and find it. So we looking around for the car, and while we looking around for the car, we end up walking all the way to 6th Street. And then I noticed in the distance, Preem and the gang, they getting into a car because they about to head back to the crib. Well, after we found the car and drove all the way back to the crib, we walk in exhausted just to get yelled at by the whole household. What the hell?
When you saw me walking the house, I said, Dom, I'm getting a car. You should say, I'm not going to move.
I didn't know what that was.
It don't matter. You should have said, I don't even know where I was.
Dom and Jeff, I don't know where the fuck they went. I don't know where the fuck they went, but they was missing in action the entire night. And apparently they did show up, but I didn't see them. Okay, maybe I was off the $6 margaritas, but baby, I didn't see them. And so I was trying to figure out where is Jeff and John, because where is Jeff has been the whole thing for the weekend. And I replaced him with Reese. They left us with Reese. Reese was out there with us. He was kicking with us. He was drinking and stuff. But where is John and Jeff? Nobody fucking knows. And guess what? So we get back to the house, and I tell them about themselves. You know what they do? They try to shoot me with a Nerf gun. So you know what I do? I take their bullets that they shot at me and throw it back in their face. Because I'm not going like that.
Bro, he got the...
You know what? I'm about to beat this nigga's ass.
No, seriously. No. You are a witness.
You better
How many times did we say, John, where is the fucking John? When we was waiting for the Ubers. How many times did we say that shit?
He had to get his batteries.
Exactly. That's the excuse. He talking about stuff. I didn't even know where we was going. It don't matter, but the fact is he knew we was waiting for him, right?
He didn't know. If you shoot me, I swear I'll
said
this whole place up.
Bro, I can't even...
Back up. Oh, you can tell me.
Imagine content creators being mad at you for going out there to make content. We living in wild times, but you know what? We're gonna blame it on the alcohol, baby, because baby ain't no way. You know what? Woosah. We just gonna call it a night and get some rest for tomorrow. And listen, if you've been enjoying what you've seen so far, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, all of that, because what's waiting for you on the next episode, whoo, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Most.